When we sit amongst each other, it's a council of the gods. David Gunn. Fantastic writer. Thoughts on the antithetical nature of karma and the way in which we experience it. So, side note, I often go sit in a park in the morning and have a coffee. Done it for years. May go through cycles, sometimes I do a lot and then I don't for a long time. But I've noticed that almost every other single person I see sitting in a park early morning having a coffee is a man. It's almost exclusively men. Why is that? Like, what personality trait makes that appealing to men? I don't know. Anyway, that's a different issue. Getting distracted, that happens. The antithetical nature of karma. From a personal point of view, I'm a very antagonistic and chaos-oriented person. I often bill myself as an agent of chaos. I really don't believe much in planning and scheduling. I've always found that works best for me is to be mindful of what's happening and then be quick on my feet to try to adapt to the situations that are evolving. As it's my view that we can't have much control at all of what does happen. So planning is quite often a waste of time. And I've had occupations and jobs where that's come into benefit. Had I been in positions where I had to do a significant amount of planning and scheduling, I wouldn't have performed well at those tasks. If anything, I'd probably lose my fucking mind. I would just quit. I would just be like, yup, not for me. Thanks, bye. And it kind of brings me to this point where I'm thinking about how Alan Watts had talked about how this is all just, it's like a show, right? We choose characters, we wear masks. And I believe everything is antithetical. Again, it's like going back to Alan Watts, like he said, like, the universe is ordered in a way in which one side may always be winning, but never actually wins. And another side may always be losing, but never actually loses. We need the antithetical structure. We need the sinner, the saint, the hero, the villain, the warmonger, the peacemaker. Who could be the peacemaker if nobody agreed to play the role of the warmonger? Who could play the role of the healer if nobody chose to play the role of the sick? So as much as many of these things seem to be different, they're the same. They're the antithetical ends of the same thing. You know, this guy's just walking around looking for something good to take a picture of. He's got an old-fashioned camera. He's not taking pictures with his cell phone. This guy's so gangster, he's got a fucking camera with a zoomable lens. I respect that. I respect that. Again, for my argument, it's always men in parks in the morning having a coffee or doing a hobby. Whatever. So if we can see that everything seems to be antithetical, it's like the expression, you know, that one man's terrorist is the other man's freedom fighter. It's all from your point of view, right? Like the world is a story of good versus good. There isn't really an evil. Everybody believes what they're doing is good because good is only that which pleases you. That's all good is. Good is that which pleases you. But when we look through things through our own eyes, and we see things that are antithetical to ourselves, our own experience, we dislike it, right? We're never like, oh, joy, something that's the opposite of me. But that thing that's the opposite, I mean, as much as everything that exists is you, right? When we sit amongst each other, it's the council of the gods. Like Bill Hicks said, don't love that guy as if he was your brother. Or I forget how he fucking said it anyway. Love him because he is yourself at the end. I forget what the fuck he said. I haven't listened to Bill Hicks in a couple of years. It's all the same thing. So why is it that people that are chaos oriented have difficulty with people that are like super orderly? People that are super orderly can't handle chaos oriented people. When really, each of us can only exist because the other exists. You couldn't be an orderly person if there was no chaotic person. You would just be a person. It's the comparative analysis of something that which is different that allows you to define the something. I saw a video on TikTok the other day, and I don't think what the guy was alluding to was Hinduism, but he said, like, you have a shadow, and that's a two-dimensional representation of yourself. Did you ever think that what you are is the three-dimensional representation of a fourth-dimensional being? And I think the answer to that is, of course we are. Hey, I might be in, like, the broad view of this guy's camera. I'm just sitting here, and I'm probably going to be immortalized in his life thereafter in a photograph. I feel honored. It's like that fourth dimensional being. You know, you're in the realm of energy. You are the conscious mind. You are realizing that you are simply a reflection of the Godhead itself. And then sentience enters this dimension, but it needs a body. It's kind of like a game. It's like a story, right? So it's like you're waiting. Godhead's like, what's up? I want to play the hero. Right, okay. Yo, you want to play the villain? This guy wants to be the hero. He can't be the hero without a villain. You good? All right. Two cognitive minds going down to the physical plane. Next. Me? What do you want? I've never learned to let go of heartbreak yet. I struggle. That's some black belt level shit you're dealing with, sir. The Godhead respects your game. You're going after the big fish. Letting go of heartbreak, very difficult. In this guy's lives, he's completely unable to let go of heartbreak. Anybody want to go down, incarnate, meet this guy at some life, devastate his heart, traumatize him, so he can get past that point in the game? Someone in the back's gonna be like, I'll do it. You promise to do a number on him? You gonna fuck him up good? Oh, yeah. I'll fuck him up real good. Real good, sir. All right. Thank you. Two conscious minds going down to the physical plane. Bam! You know, it's like Bill Hicks said, this is just a ride. That's all. And for us to experience and relate to anything in it, we need the antithetical nature. We can't describe down without understanding what is up. We can't describe that which is pleasing to us without being able to describe that which isn't. We can't describe the chaotic individuals without understanding and being aware of what the orderly individuals are. One side must always be winning but never win, and the other must always be losing but never lose. Anyway, I have to go work on an algorithm with the orderly half of my antithetical structure. Please, be a student of your own karma. Have a good day.